Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Poems with PJ. We're back for day 5. It's week 2, and this is the first day that lots of you will have been off school for the first time. And it must have been a bit weird, to be honest, to be there Monday morning. It's not the Easter holidays, it's not a bank holiday or anything, but you weren't in school, which is probably a bit strange. And some of you have probably been to school today, but actually you've got back and thought, blimey, that wasn't like school normally was. It's probably been a bit of a weird day for everybody. It's probably turned into a bit of nonsense. That's what I have sometimes, because sometimes I talk in nonsense. I'll talk in wobbly wibbles. I'll open up my mouth, but what comes out is bobbly bibbles. The people round me, they look around with unbelieving faces as I just waffle, squab and squib in open public places. And someone tried to stop me once from babbling round the town, but I just shouted loudly, "Nibble nobble, double down!" Because it seems my daffy wordage is a popper-stopping wham. So maybe I should teach you all to be a bit more splam. Because speaking wob in waffleage is really rather fun. And it's smiley-piley pibbleage. And it's dibble, dobble, hum. So there you go, that was our first poem for today. And that was called Wibbly Wobbly Words. And that was the title poem from one of our books. And it's by me and illustrated by Thomas Jenkins. And I've got some exciting news about a project that myself and Thomas are working on at the end of today's broadcast. And I'll be sharing another one of the poems from this book a little later on. But all the way through last week, and all the way through the way that we're doing things from here on in, I've been asking you to send in your poems. And sometimes there'll be poems by people that work as poets, and sometimes there'll be people by you at home. And we've got a couple of those for you today as well. A really lovely email came to me on Friday, just as we'd finished our broadcast. I opened it, and it was from somebody called Rob Dart. And Rob, he writes poems, and he also teaches as well, which is fantastic. And he wrote this poem a couple of years ago, and it brings together two of the things that he really loves doing, which is being out in the countryside and running. And it's a story of somebody called Joss Naylor, and you can look up online who Joss Naylor was. Joss was a shepherd, spending his days looking after his roaming band of sheep. They would wander, they would ramble from morning until they fell asleep. Not across flat plains or in fenced fields, but up mountains whose sides were steep. The ground was rocky, there were no paths, but Joss had one thing on his mind: his sheep. One day, when Joss was walking, tending to his flock, he decided he would run a little, and it felt good. His heart was thumping, his lungs were bursting, but he carried on running as fast as he could. And when he got to his mountain top, he saw for miles and miles, and it was there he saw it, a sheep stuck on a stile. It was Betty, the kind of sheep who liked to try new things. It was just last week she'd bought herself a shiny new pair of wings. So Joss ran to Betty's rescue. He skipped and danced from rock to rock, flowing with each breath, a treacherous path down the mountainside where one false move could easily end in death. When he got to Betty, she had 2 legs over and 2 legs not. Her head was there, her tail was there. She really did look quite a sight. Joss gently lifted, pulled and pushed, until Betty was free. She danced around free again, barring with delight. Betty was so grateful she couldn't thank Joss enough. But what nobody realised was Betty had magic and stuff. Those wings she bought the other week had given Betty powers. So she gave Joss the gift of being able to run for hours and hours. Up and down mountains, through valleys, over streams, Joss would now run from morning until night, skipping endlessly through his wondrous land, filled from head to toe with delight. He never seemed to tire, he never even seemed to sweat. He would grow up to be a runner, that was a sure bet. And that he did, a fine fell runner who earned lots of trophies and medals of all shapes and sizes, and lots and lots and lots of prizes. But what made Joss really happy was running free through the mountaintops, tending to his sheep. The sheep who had blessed him with this amazing gift. A gift they let him keep. I think that's an absolutely brilliant poem about Joss Naylor. And if you want to, you can go and look up Joss Naylor and find out all the interesting facts about them. And thank you very much to Rob for sending that in to us. We're going to be sending that along with all of your poems you're sending to us. We're collecting them all together. And we're sending them off at the end of this week to some care homes across the country so that people who are isolated away from everybody, who maybe can't receive visitors at the moment, so that they can receive some poems and hopefully it will bring a smile to their faces just like it has to mine and hopefully yours as well this afternoon. So that's wonderful. So thank you very much for that one, Rob. And then we've got one more that came to us today from Amy. Now, Amy has been at home today. It's her first day since she's been off school. All right, she wasn't off school last week. She was still in school. And she's in Leigh-on-Sea down in Essex. And Amy sent this poem. And she's been trying out some extra rhymes. And it's called Silly People. I went on the street and someone made a beat. Perfectly normal until someone ate a flower. It was weird because they were going to build a tower. Silly people. Me and my mum went into the shop. Then someone exploded and let out a pop. We looked on the shelf and found a fake elf. Could anything else go wrong? Was that a bong? Everyone has gone crazy. And some have gone lazy. Not one person isn't silly. Is that my mum's friend Lily? So thank you very much, Amy, for sending that in to us. It is really appreciated when we get all your poems. And of course, if we do get your poems in, we will read them out here on Poems with PJ every day. Now, as I mentioned before, Thomas and I have been working on a brand new project, and tomorrow we're going to reveal a brand new poem, something we've not ever released to anybody before, and I'll also be showing you one of Thomas's new drawings, because as you know, Thomas, my son Thomas, he is the illustrator for all of our children's books. And of course, that's his picture of me on the front of Wibbly Wobbly Words. And we've been starting a brand new poetry project together because obviously I'm at home, he's at home. So we are making sure that we are keeping ourselves busy and we're coming up with brand new stuff for you. Now, you'll have noticed all the way through the week, last week, we started having our little menagerie of animals that were appearing. And on Friday, we had a poem, about a pink poem. So we had our flamingo, which was pink. And I asked you to see if you could name the poem, name the flamingo. And because we didn't have a name for the flamingo, Mickey and Georgie, they got in contact with us and they said, we think it should be called Pinky. All right. So this is now Pinky the flamingo. All right. Now, this next animal that I'm going to bring out here, this animal has probably got a name. You might know this animal's name. This is Gromit. He's a famous dog. And he's a famous dog that we had upstairs. And as you can see, Gromit has been well cared for. He's got a bit of a mark on his nose. And he's a bit scruffy looking now because he's been well looked after in our house. And he's been well loved. Now, I got Gromit out today because the last poem I'm going to do is all about a dog. Now, some of you might have dogs at home. Do you have a dog at home? We've got a cat here. You probably saw our cat earlier in the week. He keeps running across in front of the camera. And in fact, he's sleeping just off to the side here. We're going to see if we can get our cat as part of our videos very soon. But this dog, and you might have a dog, and if you do have a dog, you will know that dogs can be very unpredictable things. And this was a poem I wrote a little while ago about a dog that I saw running through some woods. And you have to pretend for this poem that I'm a dog. Now, it's not one of my normal poems because usually I use lots of rhyme, but this time I used just my train of thought. Run, 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 run. Stop, look, wait. Person, my person? No. Go! Run, 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 run! Brambles, round the brambles, stream, through the stream, bench, onto the bench. Stop, listen, watch. A bird. A small bird. Tweeting. Perching. Watching. Watching me. Watching me. Buck! Bird flies! Go! Run, run, run! Run, run, run! Oh, a squirrel! Chase the squirrel! Chase the squirrel! Chase the squirrel! Stop. A noise. By the river. Down in the cave. In the shadows. In the darkness. Creep down. Slowly pad foot. Take a look. Eyes. 4 eyes. Sparkling. Sparkling in the darkness. Looking at me. And whispering. Whispering to me. Careful now. Slowly. Slowly. Gentle pad foot. Gentle. Stop. Listen. Listen. A whistle. From a person. My person. Go! Run, 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 run. Goodbye, cave. Run, 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 run. Leave the squirrel. Run, 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 run. Past the bird. Run, run, run. Over the bench. Jump, jump. Run through the stream. Splash, slip, stumble. Run round the brambles and whoosh. And back. I saw it. I saw it. You can tell by my face and my tongue and my tail that I saw it. I am so excited. I am more excited than I have ever been before. It was there past the brambles and the stream and the bench and the bird and the squirrel and the... Is that a ball? Oh, give me the ball. Give me the ball. Give me the ball. And there you go. That's my poem called Dog in the Woods. And if it's anything like your dog at home, your dog's probably wanting to go out for a walk or running round and round in circles, chasing its own tail. Maybe you can just take it for a quick walk around the block and then bring it back again. Well, thank you very much, as ever, for watching Poems with PJ. We will see you again tomorrow. We'll be here every day at 4 o'clock. Please do tell your friends. And if you're stuck at home, just message somebody in your family and say, come and watch Poems with PJ every day, and we'll get your poems online. If you've got a poem to send to us, please send it to pauljenkinspoet@gmail.com and we'll be able to get them up for you tomorrow. Okay, see you soon.